Hi, I'm Will from Daloopa. In this video, I'll show you Daloopa Skills, specialized prompts that instruct your AI to pull data, run analysis, and deliver a finished output in minutes. For a little bit of background, Daloopa is the most complete fundamental dataset for thousands of global tickers, with more KPIs collected per ticker than any other dataset on the market. Daloopa Skills tap into this data through our MCP connection, with every data point linked directly back to the source for full auditability. Today, we're going to walk through three of our most powerful skills: the guidance tracker, the research note, and supply chain mapping. Okay, let's get started. We will use guidance tracker to run the full walkthrough for how to leverage Daloopa Skills. So right now we're in Claude. You'll navigate to your connectors and you'll see the Add from Daloopa option, which are the list of skills we have built. We will select guidance tracker for this example. Then you will enter the ticker. And that's it. Adding any additional context in the chat is completely optional. You can leave it blank and the analyses will still run on its own. You can see the skill working through the analysis in real time. First, it identifies the relevant guidance series, revenue, gross margin, and operating expenses. Then it pulls the actual results for the corresponding periods to match against. It also searches the underlying filings for key guidance language and quotes, so the output is grounded in exactly what management said. So, on the back end, this is all driven by the step-by-step instructions we've defined for the skill, both for how to run the analysis and how to structure the final output. We'll now skip ahead to the finished output since this can take a few minutes to complete. And here we can see the analysis wrapping up. The full guidance tracker report is populating in the right panel. When we click into one of these guidance figures, it takes you directly to the original filing where that number was disclosed. This is where Daloopa's differentiator really shows. We are the only provider with complete guidance data, hyperlinked back to its original filing. As you can see, the report pulls together a structured guidance tracker, performance summaries, pattern analysis, and supporting context from filings, along with read-throughs to adjacent companies, to give a complete picture of how management is guiding the business. Everything in one reliable output that is fully sourced from Daloopa's data. Next, let's take a look at the supply chain skill. We will follow the same two steps as before, first going to the Daloopa skills list and selecting supply chain, and then enter the ticker you want to look at. In this case, we'll use Apple. The skill kicks off the analysis in the background, systematically working through the process. And while that completes, we'll move ahead to the results. This output on the right side is an interactive supply chain dashboard. The output provides a structured view of a company's upstream and downstream relationships, quantifying supplier and customer dependencies to highlight concentration risk and show how shocks may propagate across the value chain. You can see again the numbers are linked back to its original source for full auditability. So, this first tab is the supply chain overview. You can see the tabs across the top where you can also click into suppliers for a deep dive analyses, customers for downstream mapping, shock analysis for upstream and downstream dependencies, and lastly, the methodology used. Lastly, let's take a look at the research note skill. In this example, we again follow the same two steps, selecting research note from the skills list and enter the company ticker. In this case, we will look at Google. As you can see across all of these examples, Daloopa Skills turn hours of manual work into minutes while producing reliable, structured output grounded in Daloopa data. As you will see in the right side panel, the research note skill is built to generate a full investment view on a company in one structured report. It combines the company's financials, operating trends, guidance track record, industry context, valuation, and key bull and bear debates into a single professional write-up. Rather than walking through each section individually, the value here is in how the skill brings all of that analysis together into one cohesive investment document you can instantly leverage. We are continuously expanding our skills library, so browse through and try some for yourself and see how quickly you can turn complex analysis into clear, structured output. Hope this was a helpful walkthrough of how Daloopa Skills can power your financial analyses. To learn more about Daloopa's MCP, which powers Daloopa Skills and other applications, visit daloopa.com/MCP.